Okay, first, so if anybody is looking into buying this car, do it.
Hello, this is Corbin with Total Redline, and today I'm going to be doing a video on a V6 Pony Package 2010 Mustang. And it's also convertible, which makes it even cooler. So I'm going to shout out the guy who's filming and whose car this is.
Hi, I'm Hudson from I Am Replenished. I don't really post anything on my YouTube, and I own this car.
So this is the 2010 Mustang. As you see, it's ruby red color, and it looks fairly better than the 2008 in my opinion. It also sounds slightly better. We have 210 horsepower, 6.6 seconds 0 to 60. Plus it's a convertible, it's a soft top, and we got some nice pony package rims on it. We also have the leather interior. So let's get an inside look at this. Alright, so as you see, the nice leather interior. Pretty nice steering wheel, leather wrapped. Here's your center console. So it's fairly well upholstered interior. That's it. I'm gonna get it start up. One thing I like about this is the kind of like old-timey looking gauges. They've been kept. They're kind of like a retro. What's the name? Remember in New York?
Jump in the bush.
So we're gonna get it start up really fast.
Change pedals too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, and there's a red light whenever you.
You can change later.
Oh, we can change the color. All right. Okay, go on the back and record it. Goodness! Alright, so that sounds pretty good. We're going to let it warm up a little bit. We're going to take it to the car wash, and then we're going to film cinematics and a little bit of the driving experience for y'all. Alright, Hudson, will you do the honors of backing this thing out? So let's get that out. Alright, so I'm in the 2010 Mustang. We're going to put it into drive here. So you have this big knobby shift knob with the side. And it makes you feel like you're grabbing a
Tonka truck.
Tonka truck.
It's annoying. Because it's like really cumbersome. But
yeah, alright, and so your parking brake, pretty nice. Leather, of course. Everything is leather on here. Nice cup holder. What do we have right here? Oh, that's a big compartment.
Yeah.
Alright.
It goes pretty deep.
And so we're off. So I'm going to tell you my opinions on this. Alright, so I'd say the steering is fairly well. It's a little stiff. There's not like a mode where you can make it into stiffer or normal mode or comfort mode, just like the newer Mustangs. So it's like a one setting, stiffer suspension, stiffer steering. I'm not sure if the GT has that option in this year.
It doesn't.
So the GT apparently doesn't have that option in this year.
It does have GT suspension though.
It does have GT suspension because it's pony packaged, I'm assuming. Alright, so driving it in a straight line without giving it very much beans. It gets up, it has enough to definitely get you where you're going. It's not like a performance car, but it's definitely like a good high school fun first car. Alright, so the gas mileage on this is fairly poor. I think it's at 12 to 13 range.
Yeah.
And then in the summer with the AC on, it's, you know, maybe even worse if you're driving it hard. And some of the electronics have gone out, such as the chair won't go down or up. The brake is definitely good enough to stop this heavy vehicle. One thing I find interesting is the 1, 2, and 3 gear. And this actually increases the performance of the vehicle because you can control where your RPMs are at. It doesn't have a sport mode or anything, but it does have that.
It wouldn't. I don't think.
Yeah, we're pretty much driving a newer vehicle right now.
It's got 20,000 miles on it.
That's really good.
But
okay, it definitely picks up. That was a to 50 just like that. I feel like a few modifications on this, and for the V6 alone, you have a very nice car. I'm surprised the V6 of 2010 is this advanced. Alright, so we're going to pop the trunk right here. Oh yeah. So the trunk space, you got quite a bit of trunk space. I could definitely fit in there. And the engine. Alright, so here's the engine, just a V6. And he has a pretty good intake on there as well. You can hear the intake whenever you accelerate. But anyways, we're going to hit out with the final pull. And I'm going to show you one really cool feature that I like. I think it's the highlighting feature on this car. So all you have to do to put the top down, fold that in. Do the same to the other side. And then there's a button right here. Rolls the windows down. There goes the top. Look how quick that goes.
the previous owner stored it with the top down, like an idiot. So
don't store it with the top down.
it's kind of.
Alright, so as you can see, flip these up. And we're gonna just drive down the road really fast. In the summer, it actually is pretty hot with the top down, so we're gonna put it back up.
It's black leather, so.
Black leather seats.
That sucks.
So, WRX.
Yeah.
So, remember what we said. Take that,
down.
go sideways, push it up, fold that up, and you're good to go. Pretty good. That's fun right here.
Yeah, but it's
telling me that's not
Corbin.
fun.
It's
Alright, so overall, if I were to give it a score, 1 out of 10.
the Doug score.
No, the total Redline score. Alright, so the power 1 to 10 for a play car, because this is in the play car range. It's not a daily driver. I mean, it is a daily driver, but it's also a play car. It's a convertible, which adds some cool factor. On the power level, I'd say it's at a 5. I mean, 210 horsepower is at a 5. It definitely revs up, but the sound honestly is more like a 3 out of 10. Not banging on Mustang, but when you put an exhaust, which we may do, it's probably going to greatly increase that score. It feels, when you're driving it, it doesn't necessarily feel fast, but it can be fast. The handling feels pretty tight, and it feels really responsive. I feel like if you're not careful,
it's a little bit too stiff in my opinion.
It's a little bit too stiff in the driver's opinion. I mean, it's like a point and shoot car. It's pretty simple, especially in the automatic. Furthermore, I think the looks, that's definitely an improvement from the 28. I like the rear. We'll get a driver's opinion, last words, and then we're gonna finish the video. So the visibility is somewhat limited. Your hood sticks out really far, and out the rear you have a really kind of narrow rear view mirror, and you have a big seat pillar. I believe that's what that's called. Yeah. It's definitely better than Camaro though. So.
Yeah, honestly though, the stereo system, I would look into that, especially if it's a convertible, because I know for me personally, with the windows down, it can be pretty hard to hear whatever you're listening to. But the Shake 500, which is what this comes with, is I think sufficient for having the top down. If we're talking about things we would improve, obviously they've improved it with the newer ones, but the shifter is it's kind of like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's not concise. It's kind of like you have to get
It's clumsy and slow.
It's kind of clumsy, yeah. It's got good trunk space for a convertible. Glove box space is pretty good too. I've got like a hat and microfiber in here. Same thing with the center console. Good space. The back seats, not really. I mean, you can fit people back there, but that's kind of one of those things that you just do it if you have to. Also, if you get a convertible, I'd recommend this windscreen right here. Yeah, it's a fun car. I've had it for like a year. I've driven it because I got my license about 7 months ago. So I've driven it for 7 months, and those are just my input for driving this car for that long.
Alright. Good job. Alright, thank you for letting me review this car. Alright, this is the 2010 Mustang, a pony package. Hopefully we get an exhaust on this pretty soon. And
I also put a backup camera.
Oh yeah, we got a backup camera.
On the brake.
This is total Redline, and peace out. Okay, go.
What do you want me to say?
I'm Hudson from I Am Replenished. Follow me.
I'm Hudson.
No, say it like enthusiastic, like they can hear you.
There's a mosquito on your hand. There's flaw.
Say I own the car.
And I own
Louder.
this car. And I own this car.
Are you serious? Is that hot? I did that. It didn't burn that much. Okay.
Dude,
Alright. Let me film. 1, 2, 3. It's 6 seconds, 0 to 60. 6.1 seconds, 0 to 60. 6.6 seconds, 0 to 60. So let's get an inside look at this. Inside look at this. Alright, so here's traction control. Why isn't it?
I told you, there's going to be 2 cars, Corbin.
Okay,
This
do
is
the
not
trunk.
a
Put the
good
trunk. Fine! Did that pop?
Yeah, it did.